The second birth setting in a small, serene village surrounded by lush hills and flowing rivers. There lived a respected teacher named Elias. Known for his wisdom, he often guided the townsfolk in matters of life and faith. The encounter one night, a man named Nicodemus, a learned Pharisee, approached Elias under the cloak of darkness. He had questions that troubled his heart, questions that echoed the spiritual restlessness within him. "Elias," he said, "I have devoted my life to the law and the traditions of our people, yet I feel a void. Can you tell me what it means to see the kingdom of God?" The lesson of transformation. Elias gazed at Nicodemus, sensing his internal struggle. "To see the kingdom of God, one must be born again," he replied gently. Nicodemus frowned, perplexed. "How can an old man like me be born a second time? Can he enter his mother's womb again?" Smiling at the man's confusion, Elias explained, "It is not about physical birth, but a spiritual awakening. It requires shedding your old self like a snake shedding its skin and embracing a new life." The journey of discovery, intrigued yet skeptical, Nicodemus sought to understand this new birth. Over the next few weeks, he engaged in conversations with Elias, who shared profound truths about love, compassion, and humility. Together, they explored the stories of those who transformed their lives by embracing a new way of being. One day, Elias led Nicodemus to a beautiful garden. "Look at this tree," he said, pointing to a vibrant sapling. It was once a bare seed, dark and unnoticed beneath the soil. Yet under the right conditions, it was nurtured and allowed to grow. This is the essence of being born again. You must allow your spirit to be nurtured, to grow beyond the limitations of your past. The moment of realization, as Nicodemus listened, something began to shift within him. A deeper understanding dawned, a desire to shed his rigid beliefs and embrace a more profound truth. He began to volunteer in the village, helping the poor, guiding the children, and sharing love and kindness. One evening, as he sat alone by the river, he reflected on his journey. "I no longer seek just to know the laws, but to live a life that embodies love. I feel lighter, freer, reborn." The transformation months passed, and the villagers noticed Nicodemus' transformation. He radiated a warmth that attracted others to him. Soon, he became a beacon of hope. Sharing the message of love and acceptance that Elias had imparted, one fateful day, the village faced a drought threatened their crops. Instead of despairing, Nicodemus rallied the townsfolk. "Let us come together, sharing resources and supporting one another," he urged. Inspired by his spirit, the villagers worked in unity, cultivating not just their fields, but their hearts. Conclusion. Years later, Nicodemus stood at the same river, now a wise leader, filled with joy. "I was born again, not into a different life, but a deeper understanding of who I truly am," he reflected. He had found the kingdom of God, not as a distant place, but in the hearts of those who chose love over fear, connection over division. Through his journey of rebirth, he discovered that true enlightenment was never about mere rules, but about living a life filled with grace and compassion. And in the community that had once been steeped in tradition, a new legacy of love began to flourish, all because one man dared to seek a second birth,